What inspired you to start the Privacy Paradox project?
You know, for me, Megan, like it was really two things, right? It was one that we were hearing from our listeners that they were feeling like, you know, I feel like I don't have enough knowledge. I don't know what tools I should be using to protect my personal information. And they were also complaining a lot about like just feeling kind of creeped out by ads online. They weren't sure if they should be creeped out or not. And then for me, I just recognized that every time I went to download an app or log into a new platform or something, I'd have that moment when the terms of service would pop up and I'd be like, oh, should I be reading this? Is it okay that I'm giving away all my intimate information? Oh, it's fine, it's fine. Like that moment of ickiness, but then like you wanna play your game or you wanna whatever, find a restaurant around you so you don't have time to deal with like privacy issues. And so I just wanted to know, like, could we spell out for people what they could do? Can we make it feel like a little less creepy? And as one expert I spoke to, like at least just make it crappy. Because when it's creepy, it means we don't understand it. When it's crappy, we understand it and maybe we feel like we could do something about it.
So creepy versus crappy. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
So that moment of should I download this? I know I probably shouldn't. I loved in your intro you talked to a behavioral economist who talked about immediate gratification bias, and I loved that term because that is something that I've had this feeling for a long time. Oh, but like I love the way that Google Photos automatically tags all my photos, and all I can put in dad, and it comes up with all the pictures of my father, like even the ones from the 70s. And it's amazing. And that immediate gratification, it's so similar to like, oh, I know that chocolate from the bowl is not going to be good for me, but it's going to make me feel good right now. And the consequences are similar. And I mean, I have no idea what Google's doing with my photos. It's probably not as nefarious as, you know, a dystopian novel might make it out to be. But at the very least, they're creating a picture of me using those photos, right?
Right. And those behavioral economists that you're talking about, that is what they call this feeling. They call it the privacy paradox, because I think some people think, oh, you know, especially millennials, they don't care about their privacy. And that's just not the truth. Americans actually care very, very much about their privacy. There was a great Pew survey done last year that said 74% of Americans feel very, very strongly that they should be in control of who has their information. And so what these behavioral economists say is like, we care about our privacy, but then what we actually do doesn't seem to reflect, because there we go, signing away all our personal details and giving it away to everyone. And we did a survey actually with 2,000 of our listeners, and it was interesting. A third of them said that they felt like just completely resigned, that this is just the digital age. This is how we live right now. You cannot be a person in the modern world without, you know, how are you gonna get a job if you're not on LinkedIn? How are you gonna pay your bills? It's just how we live right now. So that's the question, is can we take back a little bit of our control over our personal information and our identity? And as you described, you know, Google Photos, these things are great. They're awesome. They work really well. But how did we get to a point where every day we use all of these tools and we've given away the right to our personal information, and once we've given it away, we can't take it back? And also, frankly, that's what the business model is for a lot of these, right? Like the reason we can get them for free, the reason why we get all these wonderful new tools is because we have become what they sell. They take our behavior. This is another expert I spoke to, Shoshana Zuboff, who calls it the surveillance economy. It's not necessarily what we're doing online, like our searches. We don't necessarily there's some advertising, but it's what time did we search? How often did we search? What sort of browser are we looking from? They're able to figure out who we are, and they sell our behavior to other companies who want to essentially understand what we want next, predict our behavior. So it is a little dystopian.